Okay, hello everyone. This is Colin Cox, and this is the final audio lecture for English 1010. As you can see from the timestamp, this is a short audio lecture as well. I want to take just a few minutes and offer a couple of reminders, and just also take a moment and thank you for the wonderful semester. So let's start with the reminders. You have a research essay due this week. Please double check, ensure that you know exactly when it's due, because the semester, unlike previous weeks where I've asked for assignments on Sunday because that is the end of the week, the semester officially ends on Friday and we begin the final exam week a few days after. So double check, ensure that you know exactly when the semester ends, because that dictates and determines when your research essay is due. And regarding the research essay, I hope to have benchmark 3 feedback to you as soon as possible, hopefully within a couple of days. Because it is a full draft, I certainly want you to understand, and part of this is because we are at the end of the semester. If you submit an additional rough draft, I will certainly do my best to read it, but please do not be surprised if I simply don't have time, because here we are at the end of the semester, and my end of the semester is, well, I don't know if it's as busy as yours, but it's busy in different kinds of ways. So I'll do my best, but please, again, do not be surprised if all I have time to do is read benchmark 3, which is a rough draft for the research essay. And I wanted to take a second and talk about the final exam as well. So I want you to complete a final exam for this course, and you'll see this on the prompt, this is not some big Herculean, comprehensive final exam. I frankly want to use the final exam as a reflection opportunity. So on Sunday, at some point on Sunday, hopefully earlier in the day, I will release the final exam prompt to D2L. If you go to the content tab, you'll see a final exam module, and just like all of the other units, you'll see a prompt waiting for you. Read it as carefully as possible. If you have any questions, as always, email me. Do not hesitate to do that, and simply submit your final exam by the due date. You'll notice, and you can see this in the assignments tab, I intend to give you the entire final exam week. So I don't think, just to be clear, again, because I don't want to frighten you or intimidate you, this will not take you the entire week to complete. This won't take probably longer than maybe an hour or two. Again, you'll see this on the prompt. The goal here is to afford you an opportunity to reflect on the work you've done this semester, the things you've learned, etc. But please check the syllabus so you understand exactly how much the final exam is worth, how much it contributes to your overall grade. Just try and reserve a couple of hours at some point during the final exam week, complete it, and then submit it whenever you can. Regarding late assignments, I still have the same late paper policy, but because we are near the end of the semester, you probably won't have nearly as much time, which is to say it's incredibly important to submit your work on time or as close to the due date as possible, because final grades are due shortly after the final exam week or the final exam period. So please know that if you need to submit your work late, it's theoretically possible that I'll take it, but try not to do that, okay? And finally, I said I wanted to take an opportunity or a moment just to thank all of you, and that's what I want to do now. Thank you so much. Online classes can be devilishly difficult from time to time. We, for example, never met in person unless you were on campus and you dropped by my office and said hello, which a couple of you did, and I really enjoyed meeting you. But online classes can be incredibly hard, and I think all of you have done a wonderful job of emailing me, communicating with me, asking questions when something was unclear, when something did not make sense to you, and you did so without fear and trepidation, which is exactly what you should do. But I understand why that can be so difficult and intimidating sometimes. So I just wanted to thank all of you for your willingness to interact with me, to email me when you have questions. You have submitted wonderful, interesting, thought-provoking essays throughout the semester. You've used your creative faculties in interesting ways. You've offered some compelling and thought-provoking and challenging arguments and thesis statements. I've so thoroughly enjoyed reading and reviewing your work. You've certainly been one of the best parts of my semester. So I just wanted to take a second and thank all of you. And again, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to email me, whether it's about the research essay, the final exam, anything else regarding this course. If you have questions about classes to take for next semester, I advise students, just send me an email. I'm happy to offer some suggestions. And oh, one final thing, if you have not taken a moment to complete the course evaluation, please do that. You can find it through D2L. It shouldn't take but maybe 15 minutes at the absolute most. Most students tell me they can complete it in 10 minutes, so just take a few minutes, complete the course evaluation. It is useful to me. It helps me understand what worked for you, what perhaps did not work for you, things you think I should do differently, and I always enjoy, appreciate, and welcome feedback from my students. So please, again, if you have not taken an opportunity to do that, please do so. And I suppose for the last time this semester, my name is Colin Cox. This was English 1010. Thank you so much. Have a lovely break, and I hope to see you soon.